Racehorses are dying before they even reach the racetracks. Welcome to Tales and Truths. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Maria and I run this new channel. I started it because I wanted to say something about the baby deer rescue videos on YouTube and in other places too. That was simply videos of people stealing fawns from their mothers and calling it rescues to make money off videos. Being an animal lover, I simply wanted to comment on that, but that short got a bit of traction, and so I kept going. Those so-called fawn rescue videos got a lot of likes and comments, and people really need to have some discernment as to what they like, as liking the wrong videos will lead to the suffering and endangerment of animals. There are lots of so-called animal rescue videos where people rescue a dog or something, an animal that they put in a horrible situation themselves, you know. They starved it or put it through some kind of torment to make a video about a quote-unquote rescue. Animal rescuers are easy to spot because they have a backstory of caring for animals, etc. You can see that there is a logical person behind rescues or an organization working for the good of animals, and they are generally not anonymous, faceless people who quote-unquote find 10 random run-over dogs or something in a month to make anonymous so-called rescue videos about. In the movies, they often have the disclaimer, no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Well, videos don't have the same thing. So it's up to the animal-loving consumers of videos to not view, like, and back dodgy videos in this genre. That said, there is a lot going on vis-a-vis animals and animal care, and a lot to make videos about. Joyful videos, informative videos, all sorts of videos. Now, you're an animal lover and you no doubt are aware of many of the things that I bring up here and will bring up here. As for me, I have loved animals all my life, and at this point and moving forward, I live for the love of animals, which manifests in various ways. Perhaps we will get into more and more of that as we go along on this channel. You might wonder what this channel is, beautiful animal lovers. Some videos are AI generated and some are of me talking thus far. I focus on what I want to say and I'm a busy person, so that's why there is a bit of a mix in that regard. I'm sure that you too are focused on the topic and what is communicated and not so much on the format. If you watch this, you know that it's genuine, and I know that you're genuine too. So thanks for being here and for being the people who care about animals. Please like and subscribe, that really helps. And I hope, really hope, that we can build a community here in the long run. So this particular video is about racehorses. Animals that I have cared about since I was 11 years old and first came to a couple of stables that had racehorses. My first love among racehorses was a trotter, a gelding called Glorious, who I cared for, and since then I have rescued several ex-racehorses, so this is a topic that is dear to my heart. Earlier in the year, there was a press release presented by the Humane World For Animals. It really deserves some attention, so let's get into this depressing material. New accountability report reveals that thoroughbred racehorses are dying in training. A new report released by the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Authority, a federally mandated regulatory group that monitors thoroughbred racehorse safety, confirms that thoroughbreds are not only dying on race day, but face significant risks in training as well. This data-based revelatory report confirms the deep failures of those in the horse racing industry who have resisted reform for too long. This is the first time in the United States thoroughbred racing history that nationwide data on training fatalities has been publicly released. The report's findings also indicate that racing-related deaths are nearly twice as high at facilities that haven't yet adopted safety protocols prescribed by the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Act, which partially went into effect in 2020. Additionally, state-level tracks operating outside HISA oversight note horse deaths at rates 80% higher than at HISA-regulated facilities. Humane World For Animals and Humane World Action Fund, formerly called the Humane Society of the United States and Humane Society Legislative Fund, are calling for the adoption of requirements in the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Act protocols at every track and stronger protection in racing and training. Too many horses are dying because some racetracks refuse to adopt even the most basic safety and anti-doping standards. The minimum protection within the Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Act are the least we should give to these magnificent but highly vulnerable animals, said Sarah Amundsen, president of Humane World Action Fund. A two-tier system where some tracks follow life-saving protocols while others do not is unacceptable. Every racing operation must meet uniform safety standards to prevent these needless deaths of majestic horses. These critical findings bring much-needed transparency about the dangers of horse racing, said Kitty Block, President and CEO of Humane World For Animals. The data reveals a harsh reality. Young horses are dying before they even reach the starting gate. This new revelation throws the tracks that are robbing horses of their lives at such a ghastly rate into the hall of shame. The Horse Racing Integrity and Safety Act and accountability requirements set by the HISA provide a framework to reduce horse fatalities. This new report demonstrates that the framework is beginning to be effective in enhancing racehorse safety. All racing participants should integrate these minimum safety and anti-doping standards into their operations to ensure the protection of the horses at the core of the racing industry. So, this report was about the USA and about a bare minimum. Racehorses face the same fates in many countries, and there should be a lot more done than a bare minimum. Racehorses are brought up way too fast, for one thing, and their young bodies are still developing during their racing careers, which is a reason why so many are injured, etc. There is a lot to say about the thousands upon thousands of victims of the racing industry. Thank you for listening, and please speak up for the horses in the racing industry. They really need you, and for animals in general.